Hi guys, it's Biggs. Welcome back. Well, water change day today. Actually, it's a holiday Monday up here in Canada today, so we're doing a ton of stuff. We did some stuff outside, doing all sorts of stuff in the fish rooms. Avoided a massive disaster last night. Apparently yesterday I came down and the two 160s that are behind the camera here, you can't see them, but the two 160s, apparently I haven't gone and fully automated the system, and I came downstairs to switch the laundry or something simple or something like that, and I just opened the valve to do a bit of a water change, and that was in the early evening. And about 10 o'clock at night, I was sitting in bed, and I heard this weird hum, and I came downstairs thinking it was the sump pump that was running. Everything else in the house was off, and our house is really quiet at night. Came downstairs to try to think maybe the sump pump was stuck, but why would the sump pump be running? And as soon as I came into the room, I could tell something was wrong because there was a bit of condensation on the glass already. I'd taken the temperature from my two Central American cichlid tanks from about 76, 78 degrees down to 59 degrees using well water. It was pretty scary. Literally everything was sitting on the bottom. I shut the unit off right away. The tanks are all heated, but they'll slowly, gradually come up. And I look at these things now, and it's like they don't look any worse for wear at all. But maybe I'll shoot some quick video of that, and I'll add that in there too. But just goes to show you, you can be as prepared as you want to be, and you know, accidents happen and stuff. But that's not really the focus of the video today. Water change day. When you're using all these different botanicals, like I am in my Kaiberzi Tetra tank here and stuff like that, the stuff does start to break down. The food waste, everything breaks down and stuff like that. And unless you have fish that are turning and moving that substrate around and stuff, it'll go aerobic and you get all these the terms of color and stuff. So you got to make sure when you're doing your cleaning and stuff, you got to do that. But I cleaned it up a little bit. It's filling back up. But what came this week, and I never even had a chance to show you, was a nice big box from our guys over at 520 Book. Steven sent me another big box of treasure. I don't even know what's in here. So I've only cut it. I haven't even opened it yet. Don't even know what's in here. I'm pretty stoked. You stoked? I'm pretty stoked. Let's take a peek. Okay, I don't even know what that is. This is cool. We got some 520 stickers. Put one on the tank. Help promote Steven because he's always helped me out. I have no idea what this is. Looks like part of a burlap bag. But I'm thinking it's something to do probably from a palm tree or something like that. So, I don't know. Looks like a net. More leaves. I'm not even going to try and remember what name the leaves are. Cool leaves. They're kind of greenish. They look nice and thick. They got 4 big ribs. Very tropical looking. These are jackfruit leaves because I was educated last time that I had the name wrong. So I got a couple of big bags of jackfruit leaves. I'm going to butcher the name on these ones. Manioc leaves, something like that. These are the ones I really, really like. These are my favorite ones. And I did ask him, I says, you know, I need more leaves and stuff like that. So I ordered a whole bunch of leaves and stuff. And I says, I just like the leaf litter mostly because some of the stuff that you buy breaks down really, really fast. And if you're doing a small nano tank, but not a 75 or 100 plus gallon tank, I want bigger stuff. So that's why I got a lot of these. They hold up really, really well. And then he sent me some, what is this, Steven? Nobody knows what this is. It's like a baby's rattle again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm going to have to drill holes in this, otherwise it will just float indefinitely in the tank, Steven. Whatever. No idea what the hell this is. It's probably going to grow into some horrible plant that's going to bite me or something. I'll throw that in there. Oh, he sent me 3 of those. I don't know. They look like a cluster of something. I don't know. Whatever. What's in this bag? Every time I order stuff from Steven, always sends me random stuff just to kind of see if I like it, see what it is. And that's what this bag apparently appears to be. So, there's a few more of those real stiff mandioc leaves or whatever they're called. But I don't know what these are. But those are wicked cool. They're thick. They're heavy. They're actually really heavy. So I'm excited to boil these down. These ones aren't going to go in there. They're going to go in the big tanks, the 160s and stuff. And I don't even know what the heck this is. Looks like something from the Alien Predator movies. Who knows? Looks cool. He sent me a bunch of those. So I got a bunch of those things. Look at how cool those are. Love those. And he sent me a whole bunch of these. I don't know what they are, those little thick things that I said I really like, those hard ribbed things and stuff. Those are really cool. Hey, Stephen, you did really good with these. And I'll give you credit, you did really, really good with these too. I don't know about that. See it there, Stephen? What is that? And then, I don't know, cute little bag. Says 520 Book After Dark. It's elder cones. You can never have enough elder cones. Everybody loves those. Natural antifungal agent. Use them with all your small fish. Perfect for nano tanks. I don't have a lot of nano tanks. I'm going to set up a few of them somewhere down the road, but not a lot of them right now. But overall, Stephen, all that cool stuff. My leaves that I really, really like. Awesome. My jackfruit leaves that I really, really, really like. Awesome. No idea what kind of leaf it is, but it looks really cool with the nice 4 big ribs and stuff. Very different. Awesome. Still, no idea what this is. Steven, what is this? Can I just put it in the tank? It looks like a burlap bag in my tank, Steven. I don't know if that one's going to catch on. Okay, this one and this one. I don't need those ones. Other stuff, awesome. Maybe this is more up to somebody else's speed, but I don't know why it's all cut. I don't know. Maybe you could rip it apart or something. It feels like a burlap bag. There. Ah. You guys be the judge. I think it looks weird. But then all I have to do is look in the mirror, so weird is what I am. So, all in all, pretty cool, Steven. Thanks, buddy. So, check out my buddy Steven's stuff, 520book.com. He's got some awesome, awesome stuff. Steven, you nailed it. You hit it out of the park again. Thanks, buddy. Now, I find it genuinely hard to believe, but this tank, last night with the water changer, went down to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still nowhere near back up to temperature. Let's use the temp gun. And we can see right now, it's gone from 59 to 70 degrees. And that's been going since about 10 o'clock last night. So it's been a very gradual increase in temperature. The irregularis don't seem to be phased by it one bit. The tuba, the Jim Cummings tuba, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I still see 4, some of those, 5 of those. We didn't have all of them. We lost a few during the transition when we moved everybody over. And then all these live bears, these Ameca splendens. You're not an Ameca splendens. I don't know what you are or where you came from. But these guys don't seem phased whatsoever by this shocking water temperature. And because it's a holiday, I was going to run up and get some salt and throw some salt in there. But I'll have to do that tomorrow, because it's a holiday. Normally I always have a big bag of salt, but I just used it up at the end of last week and I just hadn't bothered getting any yet because I don't use a lot of it very often. With our water being so hard and alkaline, I really haven't used much. But I'm genuinely in shock of how well these guys look after what everybody was literally laying on the bottom. I don't have a single dead fish. That's crazy to me. 59 degrees. Maybe these guys can live in Canada year-round outside. Maybe it's worth a try. And here's the other 160. This one as well was also plunged down because they're both on the same automatic water changing system. Well, let's call it semi-automatic, but that's going to change today. So Here's the Murnay right up front here, the pair of Murnay. And then there's the two left, which I believe are a pair now because they've systematically eradicated all the others. That's the Bulleri that I was gifted from Dan Sharifi when I was down at his place in Tampa. You know, I got a Costa Rican species, I got a Mexican species, and then there's all those native live bears, those native Florida live bears. None of these fish seem phased whatsoever by that temperature change. And this one here should be probably in that same sort of range. Let's check the temperature on this one. Yeah, we're both about the same. To me, that is absolutely crazy. But none of these fish seem phased by dropping down to that low of a temperature. They'd almost shut down. I remember coming down when I came down at night and I saw that the male Murnay literally sitting right on the ground here, right in front of me here, and it was just sitting there just slowly gasping, laying on the bottom. And just, wow. So it goes to show you how resilient these things are. Very, very impressed, guys. You guys have earned your place here, definitely. Daddy's sorry. The 160 we were just talking about and stuff like that. One of the things, I got my beautiful package of stuff from Steven at 520 Book, and while I was looking at the tank and everything seemed to be doing a lot better and everything today, one thing I wanted to point out is the last package that Steven sent me had these really cool things in it. I don't know what to call them. They're some sort of bean or something like that. They're really, really stiff. They're thick like bark and stuff like that. But you can see the size of them. And these were, without a doubt, these were the things I thought were the absolute coolest when I got my package. And they look really cool in the tank, especially when you're doing bigger tanks. All these guys that got all these sweet little botanicals and stuff and all these little twigs and berries and everything, all that stuff looks really, really cool in like a 30 down sort of thing. But when you're doing on a large scale, I need something that looks a little bit more substantial. So those were doing the part until I went to Florida. When I was in Florida, looking up the tree of death, I was at a botanical gardens in Fairchild. I don't know what it's called. Fairchild Botanical Gardens. Memory's gone, you can just tell, but it's a real cool place. And I found a tree that was dropping these. Look at how cool that is. Sorry, Steven. Mine's bigger, way better. Doesn't matter. And again, it's not the size of them, it's how you use them that counts, right? But I got a whole bunch of these. I got a whole bunch of them. I got a whole bag full of them and stuff like that. I didn't want to be too greedy bringing them back, and it was really funny because on the way to the farms, we saw trees like this all over the place. These things were just laying on the ground. The only problem being is I was there a little bit early, so they were on the ground, but they were still intact. So I actually had to, in turn, break a lot of them apart. I can't find the matches, obviously. Yeah, there's the match. So I had to break this one apart with a screwdriver, empty out all the bean seeds and stuff like that to be able to legally bring this back across the border. And when I came back across the border, I declared it. Always declare it. I have a Nexus card, and it's very, very important. Looking the way I look to go across borders with ease, I always declare absolutely everything. And when I brought my wife back a giant pine cone a few years ago, I checked yes. Do you have any wood products or plants and stuff? I checked yes. And they had no idea why I would check yes. And I got to the thing and I says, well, I have a pine cone for my wife. It's a huge pine cone. It's about 14 inches. But same thing. I declare it all, show it all, because they don't want any avenue. They're worried about the seeds. They're worried about the insects. They're worried about the damage to the agriculture. These are just shed, dead seed pods, and there's no seeds in them, so no problem. And these things look wicked cool in these big tanks. The other thing I found, literally on the ground outside of our hotel, were these giant leaves. I don't know, everyone keeps arguing with me what kind of leaves they are. I don't care. Sea grape, great. I don't know what the Latin name is or not. I don't know, but they're very, very thick, and they hold up really, really well in the water column, and they look kind of unique. They almost look like lily pads. So, in a big tank, they look kind of cool. And Of course, I got like bags of these things. I got a whole bunch of them too. So really, really, really cool. So Steven, go to Florida, pick up all the stuff on the ground, ship it back, sell it. Awesome, awesome stuff. You just can't get past this. Look at how cool this is. This is just awesome. I absolutely love them. If you don't love them, I don't care. I love them. It's all good.